Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol HAON. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like a couple weeks worth of time, it's actually just the past 2 days broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price and just makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. And from a presentation standpoint, I need to say up front, this is a pretty tricky chart to now talk about because there's a lot of perspective that goes into it. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're a day trader and you bought right there this morning, or you bought right there and you wanted to sell within 15 minutes after buying, then yeah, for you, the chart's looking pretty rough. Now, if you care about the big picture of things, yeah, I get it. There was a decent sized pullback today, but over the big picture of things, the bulls do still have a chance to build a higher base, and when you have higher bases being built over longer periods of time, that's how long-term uptrends are constructed. I'm going to be talking about things from a big picture perspective. So if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess would be you just had a different strategy and outlook going into the trade. And the reason I say that, the big picture, even with the pullback, is still bullish is because of 0004, which for those of you that watched yesterday's video, hopefully you remember kind of why that level is so important. I'm not saying this will happen, but just to, kind of prove the point, let's say that this pullback actually continues to pull back, comes down here and then behaves in this manner at 0004 before it starts to work its way back upwards. So that's kind of hard to say. At 0004, it acts like this before starting to head back upwards. What would you have in this situation? Well, you'd have a big set of bases right there. You'd have a set of bases right there. You'd have this previous set of bases over here. And if you picture each of these as stair steps, then the overall stair steps would still be going in the upwards direction. Now, again, I 100% realize that if you're a day trader and you bought somewhere up around here, then you couldn't care less about these, overall stair steps. But that's where I try to kind of offer up a warning and say, hey, I'm going to be making statements based on a big picture perspective. So again, assuming you care about the grand scheme of things, yeah, the price is pulling back, but the bulls do still have an opportunity to build that higher base. And again, that higher base, that higher quote-unquote stair step, I'm defining as staying up above 0004. So we'll see if the bulls can get that job done or not. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.